Being mainly a whitetail hunter, mule deer have always fascinated me. While hunting antelope the last 2 years, I was able to observe muleys in the surrounding areas. I took note of the areas and the terrain features that they used. It wasn't until last year that I finally planned to hunt for one. I obsessed over muleys for the entire summer. Months of shooting, poring over maps, and preparation, and the time had finally come. My buddy Justin and I hit the road for Wyoming for our first mule deer hunt. Justin hit it hard on day one. He covered miles and miles of public land in search for mule deer. He had some pretty close encounters with some quality bucks, but just couldn't seal the deal. At last light, Justin set up in a canyon that connected public land to the nearby private land clover fields in hopes that mule deer would filter through going to feed.
This is all public here.
Show me what happened.
I was sitting underneath that tree right there, tucked in, just a little bit just before dark. I couldn't see that way very well. I was kind of peeking out between branches, but I just caught movement, and there were two bucks and a doe that making their way up along just this edge of that cut up on the high end. First one came through. It was 53 yards. I shot and took off. Came up this way. Came up just over this rise, close to that fence post, and was heading that way.
Oh,
On the
okay.
side of them, there's good blood right there.
Sweet. There's some blood right here. You know it's a good blood trail when I can see it. Where are you going? Sweet. Nice. First velvet buck. Cool, man. Congrats. You got some height to him. Oh yeah, you broke the shoulder.
Yeah, right to the shoulder. Well, first trip to Wyoming, I'm happy.
Cool, man.
The goal was just to get one. I didn't really care how big it was, so I'll take it.
Yeah. They're so interesting.
Yeah, they're so different.
Yeah. Very cool. Good shot. Broadhead did the trick. Well, I found a buck I'd shoot, but He's with 3 other little bucks, and there's probably 20 antelope all around him. I'm trying to watch where he goes to bed, and hopefully some of the other animals leave. But right now there's not much I can do. I'm gonna wait till the sun gets a little higher, the wind stabilizes, thermal's going up, and then hopefully form a game plan. We'll see what happens. Opening morning deer season in Wyoming. Glass this morning and found a bachelor group of bucks. One of them pretty decent. I'd be happy with them. Saw them bed down. Hopefully they're still there. Going in for a stalk. Getting closer. Right up here feeding. About 40 minutes ago. Came down in this ditch. Looks like they bedded over there. Right. Muley. He was cool, but I don't know. First day of the season. Just kind of want something a little bigger, but if I see him the last day, I might think about it. Well, I don't know if that was a good move or a bad move, but I don't know, I decided to pass on that buck. It's the first day of the season, and it was a 3x3, spindly, but he was wide. He was probably like 22 inches wide, which I know isn't incredibly wide for a mule deer, but he was impressive to me. But he just seemed young, and it's, like I said, it's the first day. I have a whole week here. So what's got me second guessing myself is that I've been glassing the rest of the day and haven't seen anything. And
the more and more I look at the layout of some of this land out here, the more I realize he was like in the perfect spot for a stalk. And I think it's going to be really tricky to get on one anywhere else. I don't know, hopefully I don't regret that. It was fun. Probably my funnest stalk that I've ever had. It was really cool. Got to 38 yards. So super cool. Had him, at full draw. Had the pin on him. He was bedded down. He was super relaxed. I wasn't all that nervous. But I just kept looking at him, and I was like, I just don't know. So I let down. I don't know. We'll see if that comes back to haunt me. Unconventional setup in Wyoming. As you can see behind me, it's pretty darn flat. It's basically a sage flat. In the last 2 nights, there's been 7 muley bucks that have been coming out to this green field, coming down out of these hills and across this flat. There's some sage in it, but you can see behind me the sage right here is dead, so there's no cover. I found just a little dip, like basically enough to hide me when I'm laying down. And this is where they cross, so this is a long shot. Probably about 0% chance of it working, but I think it's my only shot. We're gonna give it a try. I'm gonna try to let them come, let them get past me, and then come to full draw. I already have everything ranged. We should be good to go.
My setup location was just off. Like I predicted, the bucks filtered out of the hills in single file line. They were just out of bow range. I tried belly crawling to closing the distance, but they were just moving past my location too fast. I ended up stopping and filming as to not spook the bucks and hopefully set up on them another day. Well, there's my bow. An arrow gone. I just shot a good one in Wyoming. 60 yards. He was right down this hill. Hit him a little far back.
buck. He ran down into this canyon. He wasn't spooked at all. In fact, he just walked down there. So I was hoping he would just be dead in there. And then I was just glassing the bottom, and he walked out the bottom. Real slow. I could see the hole. It looks like a liver shot. It's like 2 inches back from the heart, almost perfect. And he laid down for about a minute, and then he stood up, and then he walked behind this big bushy tree, and I haven't seen him come out since. So it's only been about 35 minutes. It's only been about 35 minutes since I shot. So I'm gonna give him several hours. But fingers crossed, I have a big buck down. Whew, we'll see. He's right there. 60 yards. Go down. Oh my God, he's down. Oh my God. He's done. I'm so glad that's over. That was the most unbelievable hunt I've ever had, bar none. I saw him feeding on the side of a hill this morning, first light. I snuck around, got a shot at 60, hit him right behind the shoulder. He mule kicks, he runs, beds down, gets up, beds down, gets up, beds down. I'm glassing him. You can tell he's hurt. I see the hole. It's right where you want to put it. And now here we are 4 hours later. I've been going over gorge, over gorge, over gorge, trying to sneak up on him. He's been going and bedding under several of these trees, and he ended up right there. I got a second shot in at 60 right there, and he's laying dead about 20 yards away from that tree. I hate to see him go on like that after the first shot. I'm just so happy to get a second arrow in him and not have him suffer all day. It was lethal. He was hurting. He was gonna die, but unbelievable. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. I can't believe it. I've never experienced that many emotions in such a short time while hunting. I went from being nervous to super pumped, excited, and then when I saw him moving around hopping beds, I was scared, you know, that he was going to suffer and that I might lose him. Oh my gosh. And then just waiting for that second shot. I don't know. I lost it back there. I cried. I've never cried hunting, but it's just a little bit more than I'm used to. A little too much. But it's over, and I'm glad he's not suffering anymore. It wasn't a bad shot. It was a good shot. 3 inches off, you know, but sometimes that can be all it takes. Anyway, super thankful to be a hunter. I don't know what I would do without this. Super thankful for the West. You won't find any Walmarts out here, no dollar stores. Just you and the land. So, anyway. I'll talk to you guys later.
This way, and I was right up there by those 3 sharp bushes at the top. It was 60 yards, and then he stood and he went just like this. He was standing here, and that's when I shot and hit him the second time. He ran out this way.
Downplayed that big time, dude. Holy cow. Oh